This is unreal.
Oh. I had no idea. No idea.
I wish we could have done something.
Yeah. We maybe could have done something if we'd known. I mean,
First, it's the $80 makeup, and now she brought luggage to the beach.
Blake.
With fine pepperoni upside down.
Ready? I got you vodka. I got you.
Okay,
we're not keeping that.
look at him shred a steak.
Ladies, look out!
We can't take you anywhere.
Upside down. God, that's so gross.
Well, Blake was the best.
He brought joy to a lot of people in school, you know? People liked him. You know, everybody liked him.
I guess a lot of them didn't really know him. But neither did we. I don't know, it felt like we did. We loved him.
Yeah, I mean, I loved him for sure. He was always my best friend. I was there for him, he was there for me. And I always thought I was that person that he felt he could talk to. Maybe I wasn't that person as much as I thought. I wasn't there for him, maybe. He was always happy, right? Like he was always smiley and goofy and, but I guess you just never know. I mean, I guess there's another story to it. I guess that's why we're doing this, hey? Maybe we could try and get to know him now. Celebrate and cherish the Blake that we did know over the years.
How would you describe the Blake that we knew?
Geez, I don't even know where to start.
He always carried such a nice energy.
He was funny.
Kooky.
Break would... Break? He would roast me so hard if he was there.
He would talk and the whole room would listen.
He had this bizarre sense of humor.
Always had a point of view.
Just the way he spoke was like wise beyond his years.
The guy had vision.
Just a really interesting perspective on things.
He was very witty, very clever.
I'd say that he was amongst the sharpest students I ever had.
He would take things from different angles, very innovative.
Yeah, well, I'd say Blake was he was a challenging student in a way that you want students to be challenging.
Sometimes we joked and called him Grandpa because he looked 10 years older than he actually was.
He would take on kind of different characters. So he's a bit of a trickster sometimes.
He was so compassionate and caring and charming. Is there something you would like to say to Blake now?
Yeah, I'm a little...
Why?
But, I mean, you could have told us. You could have shared with us. So,
We loved him. We love him.
I would just say I miss our friendship. And I miss our conversations. And I miss you.
I guess it was, I woke up around 6:30 in the morning, and it was still dark, and I thought I'd heard the front door open and close. And sometimes Daryl, he goes for a run in the morning, depending on the weather.
Daryl's Blake's younger brother.
Yeah.
You should say.
Yeah. He's and I got up at I guess around 7. I saw that Daryl's store was closed, which was like, oh, it's kind of strange. I thought that's who I'd heard. I mean, if he'd actually gone out, it would have been open. And then I noticed Blake's store was open. So I looked in and there was some.
He left the note on the bed, and the note said, "Mom and Dad, I love you," and that's all he wrote. And it was signed Blake.
This room's been empty since.
Nobody could have predicted this. He showed no real detectable signs of depression or suicidal thoughts. No, this came as a shock to everyone.
I mean, I didn't want to believe it, you know? It's like, how do you process that, you know? Then Blake's brother Daryl found the book.
We didn't even know he wrote poetry. He didn't show that journal to anybody.
Like it's almost like it's not from him, you know? It's like a different Blake that I didn't know. The writing is so lonely and isolating. Like he felt so alone. It's tough to read them, but it's important to read it, you know? It was important for me to read it, and it's important for other people to read it.
It's called The Road. There's a road that's dangerous and dark. I've always known it was there. On this road you should never embark. To follow it few would dare. But I've lost the light that warmed me, and protected me from my fears. Suddenly I see before me a place to hide my tears. That deathly road now finds me, wondering where it will lead. But the blackness only blinds me as my soul continues to bleed. I should never have taken this turn. To survive, I cannot stay. But I'm afraid it's too late to return. The road only goes one way.
This is unreal.
Oh.
With Joellen and Philip's blessing, we made copies of Blake's poetry book and shared them with friends and peers around our campus.
The response was amazing. Not only did the student body become more invested in mental health issues, but counseling sessions increased exponentially for those suffering from depression and anxiety.
Blake's poetry spoke to so many people. It was unbelievable.
Blake was not alone. He taught us that we needed to be there for one another.
I was afraid to speak up for years, but be for Blake means be brave enough to express your feelings.
I'm so grateful for Blake.
I'm so grateful for the people in this room. He may not be with us anymore, but he will always be loved.
And Blake will always be a reminder that we must love one another and to love ourselves, no matter how hard this life may get. For that, we thank you.
Thank you, Blake.
Thank you, Blake.
Thank you, Blake. Thank you, Blake.
We thank you, Blake. We love you.
We're rolling or speeding? Cool. Let's mark it.
Daryl Hartner interview, take one, marker.
All right, let's settle. All right, thanks for joining us, Daryl. If you feel uncomfortable or if you want us to cut it at any point, just let us know. All right. Talk to us about Blake. What's your strongest memory of him? Can you do that again? Yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah. Don't worry about your words being perfect. This will be cut up anyways. Yeah. Take a breath. Yeah. Talk to us about your brother Blake. What did he?
Oh.
Let's get the phones off, please.
Sorry, that's mine.
You want to get
Is
yours?
it that?
No.
Oh, Daryl,
Let's
it's your mom.
stay
She's
rolling.
probably trying to reach you.
Yeah.
Just read the bag at the beginning.
I think that's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah. We might need another card soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, what's up?
What?
I think she's just
Okay.
talking to your mom, or
What's going on?
Hold on.
what's up?
He came home. Blake came home. Daryl, you need to go.
Okay, no, wait, so what?
Whatever Jimmy says.
I'm calling him.
Okay. Hey guys. I just got a call from Blake. He's at home right now. He's alive. I don't know. Yeah. So he's at home right now. I don't know. I have no words. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Oh my god. Yeah, it's he called me, we chatted really briefly, and he's alive. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know if this is a thing anymore. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
But it wasn't all celebration. Later that day, Blake made an Instagram post. He declined to do any interviews and didn't offer any further explanation. We were all shocked, even more than when Blake disappeared, and a lot of people were not happy. Vanessa refuses to speak to him, and we both agreed to cancel this documentary. But after a few weeks, Blake asked if I'd interview him under the condition that I promised to include it in the film. I couldn't say no.
Welcome back, buddy. Thanks. Good to be back, man. Here, give me a quick. Yeah.
Welcome back to your room.
It's good to be back. Back in my surroundings again.
So, there's obviously a lot of people that want to know.
Mm-hmm.
First question, I guess, what happened November 4th?
That was the day the experiment began.
What experiment?
This experiment.
What? Why?
Why? Why not?
Are you not concerned that you'd be putting your friends and loved ones through a lot of pain?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, that was the hardest part of the whole thing, for sure.
Was it worth it?
Maybe ask me that again in a couple of months.
Do you care that a lot of people are resentful towards you because of all this?
Well, I knew it was going to sting, that's for sure, but I think more than anything, my parents are just happy to have me home. And I think time will heal the resentment, as you put it. Hopefully you and I can still be buddies. Ness, though, I think Ness is going to take a little bit longer.
Are you afraid?
Basically, what I had to do is just not care about any of that. And just think of the whole thing as a art project which it was, is an experimental art project. You know, the poetry was the art, and then everything surrounding that was the experiment, so to speak.
So the poems were part of this experiment from the beginning.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you write them?
Yeah. What, you don't think I can? Of course I wrote them. You don't think I can write poetry? Dick. Yes. It's not work of a genius or anything.
And what was the experiment exactly?
Okay, well, basically, you know what? I don't want to explain it. I feel like I'll ruin it. The questions are more important than the answers.
Would you consider this experiment a success?
Well, it's held your attention, hasn't it? Still is. I mean, I know, people are gonna think I'm a pretentious asshole, piece of shit, blah blah blah, but I didn't want to let that get in the way of something I found interesting, though. Something I found personally stimulating as an artist, if I can call myself that. Life goes on, you know.
So if there's a conclusion to this whole experiment of some kind, what would it be?
Whatever you take from it. Hopefully something worthwhile.
Oh, that was great, Drew. Can I just get that last line, but into the lens?
Of course, yeah.
Cheers.
Whatever you take from it. Hopefully something worthwhile.